In Canada, and specifically in Alberta, we have some of the most productive soil on the globe, and it has to be taken care of because the more it gets taken care of, the more it produces. It's like as simple as that. As a producer, there is an obligation to take care of the land. And it's not just you that you're taking care of, right? It's not just you and your business, but it's like every living thing that depends on the soil is also thriving when you take care of it. I feel a great responsibility to plants and to cows and to trees and to the air you breathe, and I feel like it's all part of me. We milk 90 cows. My father and my mother and myself do all the work here day to day. I have always been environmentally conscious since I was very small. I've never liked garbage. I just don't like seeing things go to waste. I don't like seeing things get used poorly. And so it's a big passion of mine to, when you've been given something that's really precious, whether it's cows or soil, is to really steward it and treat it well. When we had the opportunity to install our solar system and to install our micro CHPs, it's micro combined heat and power. And essentially, when you burn gas for heating your water, it turns a little generator, and that generator generates local electricity on farm. So not only did we see a huge reduction in the bill, but we also are making power out of the sun, and it's awesome. You know, I drive a 2006 Ford Ranger for a farm vehicle, and I always said I could have went out and bought a pickup truck, but I really enjoy having solar panels instead. I love green, like I love fields of alfalfa and bushes and cows on pasture. It just looks right. There's something that's just intuitively right about seeing animals on pasture. And I just feel like that's like a law of the universe, you know, is that things are supposed to be thriving and alive, and when they're not, it's out of step. On our dairy, we monitor the emissions that come off of manure, and we've been doing that in partnership with the U of A and the University of Guelph for the last 4 or 5 years. They come here, they set up lasers that measures the change in the density of the air that the laser is shooting through, and by that they're able to measure the actual amount of emissions that come off the manure. In Canada, to produce 1 liter of milk takes less than half of the emissions that it takes compared to the global average, and I'm proud of that. I try to do as much actually locally as I can. I have a relationship with my grain provider. The grain that I have feeding the cows right now came from a piece of land right beside mine, which is like amazing. Like there's a lot of vibrancy when this farm, you know, works with that farm, you know, to make a go of it. When I see the blue cow, I think about my neighbors who are also milking cows, and we're all working towards a common goal of trying to be efficient and trying to take care of the planet and the soil. And I really just want to be in sort of a symbiotic relationship with the whole world. If everybody took care of the planet, if everybody took care of what they've been given, I think we'd all be a lot happier.